H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show. Also, your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. Let me tell you something. It was so hot yesterday. I'm telling you, internet had a surge and just off the show. It was time to go anyway. We went in overtime. But I can't keep doing them 3 hours, y'all. Y'all can't keep doing. I'm gonna start shutting y'all down at 2. I don't care when somebody come on. I'm gonna have to start shutting it down because y'all going into my other time. But I love you though. But you're going. But it's Tuesday. Let me shout out to my starting five. Let me see who my starting five is today. D. Holcomb, Shadow Show, D. Holcomb, Alex Sestero, that is Moody, Sonia Billingsley, Brandon Nickerson is in the building, 6-man Corey Willis in the building. I see you, Jeremy. I see you, DeMar. I see you, Simeon. Simeon. I might messed up. Is Simeon Sim? Is that a woman or a man? I don't know. Y'all help me. Simeon, let me know, man, because I thought I saw something. I don't know that name. Help me, because I don't want to keep saying he and it's a she. I'm sorry. Daryl Anderson is in the Gulf of Mexico. Eric Boone, I got some interesting stuff. Mindy, it might be epic. We're gonna be epic today. Mindy, that's not, no. I'm gonna cut it short. But let me see. I'm looking to all the what? 80 talk now. Oh yes, 80. Wait a minute. That is move. Let me talk. Let me talk to you right quick. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Simeon. Let me explain something to you. That is move. Look what that is move. Tell me the boom. I'm looking to hear all the AD talk. He's a max player. He's supposed to be doing that. Where you go? You gonna give an A student that make A's supposed to make A's all the time? You gonna compliment them for making an A? That is Moody. He been stealing money. This thing is bothering me right here. I don't know what the hell it is. Piece of whatever. He been stealing money, man. He talking about where the AD talk. The man been stealing money, that is Moody. The man got a new nickname called Street Clothes, and I don't want to start the show with him. He ain't that important. Anyway, he ain't that damn important to be talking about. No, it ain't no guard-focused league. See, y'all got me talking about, I don't care if he been hurt or not. So guess what? When he's hurt, then they been calling him Street Clothes. But you talking about, where they talk about 89. Okay, a max player. I don't feel sorry for them. I told y'all yesterday, I feel sorry. I ain't feeling sorry for them. Y'all can feel sorry. Alex Sestero says a guards-focused league and trickle down to college and high school hasn't forgot to skill big men. No, Alex Sestero, evidently you ain't been watching the Lakers. This ain't had nothing to do with the guards being trickled down. Anthony Davis just want to have his big sorry butt out there on the three-point line shooting all the time. He didn't want to I don't want to play this position. I don't want to play this position. I don't want, what's not true? Tell me what's not true. Explain to me what's not true. Explain to me what's not true. Anthony Davis is a max player. Ain't that true? He's supposed to be one of the top players in the league. Ain't that true? What's not true about that? You're getting like Jimmy and Chris. Tell me what's not true. He been hurt. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. See, man, y'all be talking about, man, let me stay out y'all mess. I'm gonna stay out y'all mess because y'all talking other stuff. Let me talk. First of all, good afternoon, Georgia. If you got friends in Georgia, You got to call. They got to get out of vote. Forget about Deion going to Colorado. Let's not let Herschel Walker go to Washington, D.C. Okay? Then we can talk about AD. Let's go here for it. What's up, Pat? Pat, all your friends, it's time to reclaim, y'all, your vote. Serious. I'll go a little bit into that is Moody, and I'm gonna come back to this, but that is Moody. I'm sorry, you're right. You're right. It's not a God-focused league. Man, it's a get in where you fit in league, Alex Sestero. This league, man, this league is it's not a God. I mean, if you're a big man and you're balling, think about this, Alex. Alex, and let me help you out because evidently you ain't been watching the league that much. Alex, the last 4 MVPs were big men. Giannis for 2 years, Joker for 2 years. Big men. So where do guards dominate the league? I'm going to get back to voting, DeMar. DeMar, you know I got a whole, I'm just waiting on some more people to come on because I don't want to repeat this. I'm going to give them something profound. And he talking about look at the Nuggets. What you mean, look at the Nuggets? What you mean, look at the Nuggets? Look at the Nuggets for what? Joker is MVP last 2 years. He a big man. And let me go back and read that thing. What did he say? What did Alex say? Alex, what did you say? God-focused league and trickles down to college and high school has forgiven it. Let me tell y'all something, man. When he's healthy, he's a matchup knack for everything. Let me tell you something. If a big man is good in high school, them little old guards you talking about, if he's skilled, then he should be skilled enough to go get every freaking rebound off the rim in high school. I told you, they used to complain. High school coach used to tell me, Robert shooting all the ball. Coach said that's his job. He said, have he missed any? This for you, Alex Sestero. This is what you tell your skilled big man. My coach said, have he missed? Asked the kid, have he missed some? He said, yes, he missed them. He said, well, you consider every one of his misses a pass to you and go get the damn rebound. The kid became one of the best rebounders. Got a college scholarship. Instead of us trying to let me tell you something. These little guards, you talking about that dominates the game in college? Alex Sestero. Them little guards miss a whole lot of damn shots. But the skilled big man just sit and watch the ball go up and just run back down the court. How can you be skilled? And that's rebounding is a skill. Rebounding is a skill. So I'm just helping you. We know about AD. He was in 7th grade. He was a guard. We all everybody know that story. But guess what, man? If your ass not healthy, they don't care. The thing that made LeBron valuable is his longevity. The reason he can break Magic Johnson didn't play for 12 years. LeBron didn't play 100 years. The reason he can break Magic because of longevity. Longevity has its place. If you stay healthy, because you can't, if you're hurt, you're hurt. But share the show, because I got something to share y'all about. And I understand y'all with all of these old, sometimes I just look at the game plain and simple. Man, if a guard, shoot, or a big man, you got to be able, the guard got to respect you enough. Hey, player, you got to pass this ball down here to me. I ain't going to pass it back to your little ass when I get the rebound. I'm going to bring it up the court myself. If you're that skilled, because Alex said you're skilled. See, this basketball game, man, it's about communication. If I was a big guy and the guard wasn't passing it to me, shit, I went passing his ass. I bring the ball up myself. What the coach gonna do? I'm a skilled big man. What he gonna do? Guards a dime a dozen. He's not gonna sit a skilled big man down. AD got to play. He got to be healthy. He's not healthy. They don't care about what you used to do no more, man. You got to stay healthy. You got to stay healthy. The Lakers know he's skilled, but he has been hurt. I don't want to play the 5. I don't want to play this. I don't want to play this. Man, y'all can take up for them. Yes, I watched the Phillies game last night. I saw Joel Embiid throw that damn ball away, got twice in the clutch, Mindy. What else you got to say, Mindy? Talk. I saw Joel Embiid, a skilled big man, jump his big 7 foot, 400-pound ass up in the air and threw the ball out of bounds in the clutch. James Harden dribbling the ball off his foot in the clutch. Yes, what else? What else, Mindy? Yeah, what else? What else, Mindy? What else you want? Yeah, I saw the game. What else you want, Mindy? I saw it. I saw it. But we talking about skilled big man right now. But I know you just want to talk about James Harden. Yeah, okay. But I threw him in there. But he hit clutch shots to keep them close. Team. The man, first game back. And I can't believe that come out your mouth, man. First game back. That's why your baseball team can't even keep a pitch. But hold on. But call your friends. Because I got something for all y'all. Call your friends, man, in Georgia, man, because freedom runs through that beautiful state. I've spent a lot of time in that state, had a condo in that state in Atlanta, and those leaders are making some good trouble down there on them streets to get out and vote. But I'm just sitting here thinking about, something, man. These people don't want you to vote. But voting is your revolutionary act of defiance. Revolutionary, that's your art when you vote. And I know I'm talking to somebody. Because y'all got to understand, our election is over, but this election is very important. And then we got another one coming up in 2 years. I want to remind everybody to silence the voices that tell you that voting doesn't matter. It absolutely matters. At this press conference, Deion behind me, press conference, the senator was in there. What the hell you think the senator was in there? Because what? These universities have stuff that they have to deal with that has to do with the federal government. So, of course, it's always good to be on the right side of politics. Yes. Yeah, but still lost your picture at Odyssey, William. You still lost Verlander. Yes. You still lost to the New York Mets. You won thank you, Odyssey. You won the World Series, and he still said, I don't want to be down there with them. I don't want to be down there with them. Yeah, I'm just helping. I'm just helping. Since Mindy want to talk stuff. Yes. You get in this too, Odyssey, because I love to tell you a new one. Yeah, you okay, you're gonna need it. Got something else for you. I don't know if you understand, Anthony Ship. The party that sponsors Herschel Walker don't want you to vote. I repeat, the party that sponsors Herschel Walker do not want you to vote. I want this to be clear to you. I got to put this dude on mute because I know he finna come. Yeah, I got to keep him on mute till I finish what I'm saying. I got him over here because he gonna mess the whole damn. I can't let him mess this flow up. This too important. Watch this. Watch this. Just stay there. I got you. I got you. Because they don't want you to live, though they claim to be pro-life. That party over there, they're sponsoring Herschel Walker. They are against paid sick leave, in case you didn't know. They are against universal health care. When Obama brought it in, they tried to vote it out. They are against universal pre-K. This party, they're supporting Herschel Walker. I'm talking to my people in Atlanta. It's important. They are against the rich paying their fair share of taxes. They are against student loan, student debt relief. They are against black men who can actually read. They are against black men who don't beat their women. They are against black men who are mentally stable. I'm just watching their actions. They are against black men who actually walk out their Christian convictions. You have to listen to me that you don't want, you're not wanting to vote, but voting is your revolutionary act of defiance. Knowing that your grandmamas, knowing that your grandfathers were lynched on a sycamore tree like strange fruit. Just the privilege of your grandmother who had to count bubbles in a bar of soap. Listen to what I just said. In order to vote, they told her she had to count the bubbles in a bar of soap. So that meant she couldn't vote. How dare you say you can't vote because it's raining outside, Atlanta, Georgia. Not Atlanta, because Atlanta, I know what you're doing. Surrounding. Negroes sing in the rain, dance in the rain, because you got a good reason and a responsibility to vote. This is not a game about a football player and a philosopher. This is about America's future. It's separating itself from its past. You have to vote because future generations in your family are waiting to see what you did to do to advance democracy forward. Or by not voting, you drag America backwards. George, I need you to vote today. I'm going to bring you in, Chris. I'm going to need you to vote today. I've been on my phone. Man? Hold on. I got you. I've been on my phone all morning, calling everybody I knew in Georgia, grinding this morning. I wanted to shake every tree and every door that I know. Text everybody, DM every social media account I knew that lived in Florida, in Georgia, letting them know that it's their revolutionary responsibility to get involved and to get engaged. I want to talk about it's consequences, y'all, in your decisions. And I just wanted to share that with you. I was going to go further, but Chris, you here. I had something else today, but what's going on, man? I can't believe you come back for another beatdown. You lack.
Man, let me tell you something. I don't know what you're talking about.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. You see what I got behind me right now, right? You see what I got behind me.
That's your man. That's your man. That's your guy.
But guess what, man? No, but you said I was talking. You said I was talking negative about him yesterday. I mean,
I didn't say that.
You know what? I was watching because, people come on here. You didn't understand it. I told you people Googling it. Jimmy sent me a text about what Deion said, and I didn't listen to the damn thing. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I got it. Y'all check this out. I'm gonna push it to the part. Just check.
It's about leading men. That's what he does. He's an incredible family man. I've gotten
him strategically to reach out to me to make this happen. He didn't convince me. He's grateful for that opportunity, my man. I appreciate it. I don't believe, because I've been believing ever since I was a shorty. When I told my mother at the age of 7, I have a problem when young men with everything in front of them. And I have a problem when young men with everything in front of them don't believe. That's a problem for me. Tremendous problem. Because you can rescue your mama, you can rescue your father, your friends, your loved ones, the homies, anybody who's looked out for you. You have the ability and the opportunity to do that. But you gotta believe. It's the spirit around this.
I'm gonna pause that a second because I was telling you, you can listen to sound bites and listen to a quote and not understand the context. This is what I was meant. All of this was leading up to what this man was saying.
Team around the school that is not traditional. In some kind of way, you guys have accepted it, and you've begun to be complacent with it. And even some of the guys that aren't here that's supposed to be here, those are the ones.
Did y'all hear that? Chris, I hope you heard that. Some of the guys, unmute you, Chris. We can talk. Some of the guys who are not, y'all got to understand, this man has been briefed on the players. He's been briefed. He know more about them than they think they know about themselves before he walked in there into this canvas. Let me go further, because when people come use quotes and take stuff out of context, watch this.
All this gonna stop. I still have unfinished business to do at Jackson State, because whatever I start, I'm gonna finish. And we gotta go win this championship. We're gonna do that. But then shortly thereafter, I just want you to know, I'm coming. Not to compete, but to win. Not to show up, but to show out. Not to be amongst the rest, but to be the best. I'm coming. I'm flat out coming. This is real. This ain't no ESPN, or this ain't one of the networks you just happen to see me on. I'm right in front of you. You know why? Because I'm coming. I'm coming to restore, to replace, to re-energize some of y'all that are salvageable. I'm not gonna lie, everybody that sit their butt in the seat ain't gonna have a seat when we get back.
I'm gonna come and recover some of y'all that are salvageable. He done had intel on every single player. Keep going.
Oh my God.
I started, and we're gonna go dominate, and we're gonna work. I'm coming to work and not to play. I'm coming to kill it and not to kick it. I'm coming. So you gotta understand, so when I get back, ain't gonna be no hats and no meetings, ain't gonna be no hoodies on and no meetings, ain't gonna be no phones. I wish you would bring a phone in my meeting. It ain't gonna be no earrings in the meeting. Everybody's gonna look like everybody. I'm coming. It's gonna be a different place, a different feel, a different attitude, a different energy, a different work ethic, a different want, a different hunger, a different desire, a different need, a different capacity. It's gonna be a different reach. I'm coming. See, by now you better feel it. You can feel what I'm saying. You can feel where I'm coming from. And you know I ain't playing because I got the credentials to back it up. I'm coming. And you're gonna hear me, because it's gonna be little solid little footsteps that you don't even have to strain. But you're gonna know I'm coming. Just the sake of my voice, the commitment to excellence, that there's not gonna be any more mediocrity, period. I'm coming. Some of y'all that really got it, that really want it, and really deserve it, and you gotta play beside a fool that don't want it, don't deserve it, that don't even love it, I promise you it's my job to get rid of it. Coming. I love it.
I just wanted to go there, man. That man know the spirit of that room. I'm gonna get rid of. And this dude right here, and he's pissing me off when he coming in. I'm not telling you what school you at.
What
when I'm
pissing
on the
you off?
phone with you and you telling me about some dude that you got to run off.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about yesterday how you're looking crazy. You know you can't stand for Deion. You can't stand for a coach's here. All the man was doing.
I never said that. I never
No,
said
no,
that.
no. All I was saying yesterday, but you were agreeing with Jimmy, talking about that's the quote. The man said he had you would take this. What hold up? This was social media did. He went in there and told them boys he gonna get rid of them. He gonna y'all can just go in the portal and y'all can go. He was. I said you took it out of context. You have to go. That's why I took the time out and showed the whole thing. And right after that, he came and said, "Look, I got your quarterback. I got 10 others. I got some dogs coming. I got some luggage coming. And it's Louis. In other words, it's the top of the line. Don't never go on sale. Gucci go on sale. Louis never go on sale. Dior go on sale. Balenciaga might go out of business. But Louis don't never go. You ain't never seen no Louis. Wait a minute. You ain't never seen no Louis outlet. You can shake your head all you want. But the reason I love to talk about stuff like that, Mattis Cop, sitting on the front row, Houston's on. Y'all got to realize, and what I didn't load it for y'all, but in the future, I'm finna show y'all something. He did the same thing when he came to Jackson State. He told them guys almost the same thing. When he first came to Jackson State, a lot of y'all ain't gonna be here. But didn't nobody say nothing about that. But now he does it now. I can't believe it. But Robert, it's a quote. He quoted, I quote him. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. But
You off the chain, man.
I know it. I know it. I know it. That's why them little ladies yesterday. Hold up. Hey, I'm telling y'all, ladies who put my on my Christmas tree up yesterday, y'all. That's why I kept getting off the show and going in because they was asking me how I look. But the first thing I went in there, she talking about, Chris just don't listen. I said, what the Hey, Mindy told me Hannah just snapped on me. No, I didn't, Mindy. Mindy, let me tell you something.
Listen, you think I care about them ladies fixing your tree? You think I care about what
I care about it. I love them. I love them.
Because I don't. How about that?
But Chris.
Still there? Turn the volume up. Turn me up right now if they still there.
Oh, you up. But Chris, walk with me through it. Walk with me. I need you to walk with me. Because I know you don't know. You're lost. You're a lost soul. And I'm just trying to. Oh, my baby here now. I'm straight. Look at that.
Oh, Brittany on there. I know. Brittany, you need to talk to your daddy because there's something wrong with him.
Hey,
you need to
hold
talk
on.
to him, Brittany.
Hold on. Check this out, y'all.
And Brittany, how about them Cowboys, Brittany? How about them Cowboys, Brittany?
She love the Cowboys.
That one got him a little baby suit already. She got him a little Emmitt Smith or a little Zeke Elliott jumping out of the Salvation Army Bowl, but she got him a little Dak.
Guess what he had on yesterday, Chris?
Romo.
Chris.
She may got him a little Dorsett.
Chris.
She may got him a Trey.
Chris, guess what he had on yesterday?
What do you have on? Okay, well, I'm good with that.
Hey.
DeMar Hall. I don't know who you are, DeMar Hall. This ain't that show, homeboy. You can go to somebody else's chop shop. You go to somebody else's chop shop.
Hey, DeMar.
Let's do it in the boom boom room. Get him out, Hal.
Hey, DeMar. DeMar, let me warn you. There's a lady just coming behind you. That's Dale Griggs. She love her Cowboy. She love her. But I'm glad. I'm glad. But let me go here, y'all. Because I still got to talk. I'm not going to be no one to talk one day about Deion Sanders. Not on the top.
Oh, my God. Can we stop talking about Deion Sanders?
No, sir.
Oh,
no. Okay. No. Stop. I'll talk about something different. Watch this. Okay, watch me pivot. Show you. See, watch me pivot.
I'm listening.
I don't know if y'all know, it's about 107 HBCUs in the United States. 107. Y'all help me, Thaddeus Moody. There are about 230,000 students that attend those HBCUs. Okay? All right. 20%, write this down, Mindy. 20% of those students are not black. All right? So that means about 195,000 of the students of HBCUs are black students. Walk with me, Thaddeus Moody, because, this dude here, he don't understand. So there's about 1.6 million black students that attend the PWIs in the United States. And in case I've been used to watching the Chop Shop, PWIs predominantly white institutions. Okay? All right. So that's 1.6 million to 230,000. No matter who you are, ladies and gentlemen, you can be replaced. I never get upset when a pastor leaves a church. I never get upset when people leave. I never get upset when coaches leave. Because I know the business. I tell you the other day, I gave these guys a simple quote, and these guys still probably don't have it today. All I said was, if you go to a university, be prepared. Yes, Corey Willis. Thank you, Roland Martin, for all this information. Thank you. Chris. I said yesterday, when you go to a college, young man, be prepared that your coach may leave. And I said that. Somebody called me and told me you said that 10 times, and them guys did not hear you.
No, they didn't care what you talking about. That's all. They heard you.
No. They're talking about you.
Yeah,
talking about you.
They were
talking about you. They were talking about you.
Because they thought it was nonsense.
No, they was talking about you. They mentioned you by name. They mentioned you by name.
The two guys that you talking about thought what you said was nonsense.
Yeah. So, okay. What Roland said, he said the issue is not that the institution dies, because people just, Deion, people are personally mad when a person leaves an institution, dies. He said, when a person leaves a new institution, the institution dies only when the new person that come in don't handle their business. New Jackson State coaches who's about to come in. He said, it's a whole lot of black people right now commenting about Deion Sanders leaving an HBCU, and neither of them ever worked for a black company.
What's it got to do with anything?
Let me finish. It's a lot of people commenting about Deion Sanders leaving who don't live in a black neighborhood.
I still don't understand why can't they comment?
Well, let me finish. If you let me finish, you have to comment on every damn thing. But
yes, I do.
Yes,
I do. It's called the Chop Shop. We chopping it up.
Hold up. It's a lot of people right now commenting on Deion Sanders being a sellout when it comes to leaving Jackson State. And they made an affirmative decision to actually, the affirmative decision to actually buy black.
Oh, my God.
I know something.
You are unbelievable right now.
I know. No.
You are, listen, Attorney General.
Can I finish?
Attorney, listen, you are.
Can I finish? See that?
I'm going to call you Robert Busby in a minute.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Somebody, a wise man told me, man, the reason I interrupt you on the show because you're so freak. I got to interrupt you because your points are so good. I ain't gonna call his name, but his name started with Chris Walker. But
no, I never said
he
that.
said it's easy, real easy to focus on Deion and not look at yourself and what you doing.
Oh my God.
Okay, how does it compare to you? We're talking about your opinion, Nathan Jones. Your opinion.
Why you
Nathan Jones? Whoa. Nathan Jones. You can have an opinion, but I'm just challenging you on your opinion. But it's easy for you, Nathan Jones, to have an opinion. What you have to understand, y'all, is everybody's not built the same. Everybody is out here. Everybody out here is not committed, Nathan Jones. Because Nathan Jones, how does this compare to people's opinion? Man, all of y'all goddamn opinions. I don't mean you're right. Back your opinions up with facts, Nathan Jones. Back to this here. Everybody, like I said, out here is not committed specifically to working in black institutions. And that's fine. I know some coaches talking about, man, I ain't going down there coaching with them. I know some coaches that told me that. I just know. And that's fine. There are black people right now who are working on ABC, NBC, and CBS, that guy next to me. And they want to work in mainstream media. And they are not committed to work with black-owned media. And it's okay. He said, I got some facts, but I agree. I got some facts. Well, give us your facts. No. Chris, this Roland Marlin's word. This Roland Marlin's. I'm just a messenger. What we have to learn is, y'all, how this is what I want to say. And with black institutions, what we got to stop doing is to stop looking for a savior. But let's create multiple people who understand what we're doing and what we're trying to get accomplished. See, that's what happened. Y'all looking for Deion as a savior, Doug Smith. Oh, he's got a savior. He's Moses.
So why did Deion leave then?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know everything. Hold on. You know everything else. You backing it up with facts and words and assertions.
I would hold up.
Why did he leave?
Let me tell you something. I'm smart enough to not have an opinion on another man's decision. That's his. I can't tell you why. You ask me why. I'm not a skin diver. I can't dive inside of his skin. I don't know why.
Why? Okay, I get you, but we're on an opinion show. You could give me an opinion on why you think he
You
left.
didn't ask me that. You said,
okay, why
did he leave?
Why did you think he left?
Because he wanted to.
Okay, that's why he left.
Yeah. Because if he didn't, if he didn't want to, he wouldn't have left.
Okay. I'm just because you're giving all these other excuses or
no.
To back up.
I wasn't even talking. Hold up. I'm talking about HBCUs right now. I told you I pivoted.
But you're talking about people having an opinion about why he left, and you're making it look like they're wrong for having an opinion. Even if they disagree. Everybody does. Let me say this.
Hold up. If I didn't hit you in one of them points, don't say ouch.
Hold on. Everybody doesn't have to agree with Deion and for Deion to still be a man to be able to make a decision. But Deion doesn't have to be 100% agreed with. He does not have to be. And there are people out there that are gonna have an opinion against what he did. And
okay. That's okay too. Chris, I'm past that.
But don't look down on him and make them look bad because they got an opinion.
How did I look down? I'm just telling. I'm talking about HBCU.
Deion, but don't buy black institutions. What does that got to do with whether Deion left or not?
It had nothing to do. It's a fact about black institutions. I told you I was talking. You think I'm talking about.
I'm basically
no.
What you're talking about.
If you listen to the whole story, see, I'm trying to paint a picture that a guy like you will never ever get and never be able to paint. But just watch Picasso. Hold up. Just watch Picasso paint.
You acting like Crayola right now.
Hold on. Watch Picasso paint this canvas. You cannot convince me that you are HBCU graduate and you can't send $1 to your school.
Oh my God.
You cannot convince. Let me finish. I understand the student debt ratio, and I understand that. I mean, the student debt, I understand that. Hold on. When these universities, officials, let me help y'all. When they go out and try to get money from Coca-Cola, try to get money from GMC, when the university officials go out, Do you know what the first question they ask? What they ask, Mr. Smartass, since you want to hijack this one, I'm going to ask you, what's the first question they ask?
Why would I? It's not my subject.
Okay, well, get out the way then. Get out the way and let Big Daddy. Hey, get out the way and let Big Daddy paint this picture. That's all I want to know. The first question they foundations ask these colleges is, what is the giving of your alumni? How do your alumni give? I'm just helping. You didn't go to HBCU. Your daughter didn't go to HBCU. Mine did. So I am just telling you what the questions is asked when they go to these corporations asking for this money. The first question they ask, how are you going to ask us for support? And your own people won't support you. We have to have this conversation.
But why are we talking about this?
Because wait a minute, what did you just say?
Why are we talking about this? To defend Deion?
Because we got a lot of HBCU people on this damn show, not a Villanova. If you don't want to hear it, click off.
I'm just asking why.
Now, if you don't want to hear it, like you told dude, this the chop shop, click off. I can't believe you had the audacity to ask. I'm talking about HBCUs on a with black people in the thing. And you asking me why?
I understand that, but I'm saying, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it?
Don't ask me why. Why couldn't you just be quiet?
I am being quiet. I'm asking.
No, you're not.
Because are you trying to defend Deion?
I said we have to. Oh my God. Your problem, you stuck on Deion.
I'm just asking why.
You stuck on Deion because you can't. Man, hold up. Hold up. Deion is doing something most guys ain't never did before. And some guys get a little egomaniac about a guy doing something that he can never do. And some of us have fought with that. But I said we got to broaden this conversation, Belinda. But I know why. That man said, why we talking about HBCU on a black-centric show? You got to be out your rabbit ass mind to even ask a question like that.
You're moving the goalpost right now.
Hold up. I'm not moving a goalpost.
You brought up Deion. And
thank you, DeMar. Hold up, Deion. No, I said I'm a pivot. You brought up Deion. I said I'm a pivot to HBCU.
But the reason why you're doing it is because you're not happy with people.
Chris, Deion Sanders is doing all right now. I'm trying to educate my people. Just slow down. Slow down. Just slow down.
We've talked about this before.
No, we ain't talking about what I'm telling your ass. You can't even, you ain't talking about nothing. Calm down. I got you, Reg. Reg just said calm down, big dog. Reg, here I go. Damn. I'm going to mute his ass in about 2 minutes.
Why you going to mute me?
We can make excuses. Let me tell you something. Damn. See, where did I go? God damn it.
You saying that they won't get money?
No, just shut up. No.
I'm trying to help you.
No. I got it. Chris, I got it.
All right. Get you water. Get you some water so you can breathe over there. Get you some water.
We can't make excuses. Well, I ain't got it. Every single one of us spend money on what we spend money on. Talk about HBCUs. If you're an HBCU graduate, send something back. You can't send 1,000. You can't send 500. You can't send 100. You can't send 50. Okay, fine. Commit to send $1 a month to your school. That's $12 a year. Numbers don't lie. This Roland Martin, he said, if 1,000 graduates did that, that's more money than they gave last year. So what we're trying to do is understand that we have to stop being emotional because of what Deion did and what we should be saying. These Roland Martin word clown, listen, slow down. When I'm buying school gear, and I'm buying school gear from folks who hadn't paid a license fee to my HBCU, and I'm going bootleg, do I spend more money coming back. Walter Yates, this for you. Do I spend more money coming back for homecoming and airfare and rental car and food and liquor and hotels than I do to the school? Walter Yates, you eloquently put that there. I love that one. I love that. You can be mad at Coach Prime all day, but I'm asking for a collective commitment. If you think hold up, check this out. If you think I'm just talking, Chris, go listen to. I never know you don't know. I have a clue about it, but go listen to Dr. King's speech, April the 3rd, 1968, at the Mason Temple, when he said, "Black people individually are poor, yet collectively we represent one of the wealthiest economies in the world. So if we're gonna be about that, then what I desire for us," Roland said, "is a fervor for Black institutions." And and that's all he was talking about, Black institutions that people don't know. You can't pay. I had a person that was on this show one time that said, check this out. Y'all watch this, how we think. I'm on the show talking about this all the time because I talk about, you don't be on the show in the beginning. I talk about this all the time, Chris. This consistent to what I be talking about in the beginning of almost every show. But I had a guy on the show, and he said, I'm buying this, I'm buying all this liquor to do this, to do this, to do this, to do this. I'm having some. But I'm going to the Army Depot to buy the liquor. And I told him, I said, man, we got a Black dude that's on the liquor store right here. Man, I'm going to get a discount over here with the government. So he'd rather go and pay the federal government by his liquor than to go to the Black business owner. And I said, wow. Then what I desire, like I said, there are a lot of us out here selling wolf tickets, y'all. They ain't got no, and yes, I didn't go to HBCU either. No, I didn't. Guess what though? Robert Smith didn't go either. He went to Cornell. They accepted his money when he paid for all of them, paid for the whole debt of the 2019 class at Morehouse. You don't mind the PWI money when it come in. I'm talking to my HBCU people right now, Chris. You set the ones out. What is required right now is for Black folks to walk the walk when it comes to Black institutions. So when you're watching Love and Hip Hop, giving them eyeballs, and that ain't Black owned. When you watching you're listening to covering the complex that is owned by BuzzFeed, he said that's not Black owned media. BET is owned by Viacom and CBS, Chris's company. So when people get righteous and indignant about Coach Bryant, he said, I ask you, what are you doing every day in your life to support what is Black owned? What are you doing? The fact of the matter is, if you don't have no Black lawyer, if you don't have, at least you got a Black agent, thank Jesus, but or a Black dentist, or a Black, this Roland Martin, or a Black doctor, or a Black accountant, or Black cleaners, if you don't frequently support Black restaurants, if you're not going to a Black-owned gas station, if it's one available, then you are doing what you're doing is sitting on social media and demanding something of Deion that you wouldn't demand of yourself.
I told you we were talking about Deion. I told you this. I told you that's what you were doing.
If you want to talk about Black institutions and voting, if you want to send, and you ain't sent no checks to Black Votes Matter, or the New Georgia Project, or Georgia Stand Up, what are you doing complaining and hoping somebody else do something that you can't even do. So when Coach Prime goes to Colorado, good luck, Coach Prime. Whatever the next coach at the school, good luck, coach. If you love Jackson State, I'm talking to you, not to you PWI guys. If you love Jackson State, if you love Mississippi Valley State, if you love Alabama, if you love Alabama State, if you love Texas Southern, if you love Bethune-Cookman, if you love Florida A&M, Morgan State, Howard, Morehouse, Spelman, Paul Quinn, Wiley College, and on and on and on. If you actually love them, show them with your money. That's my point. It had nothing to do with Deion Sanders. It's show them with your money. And I'm going to take a quick break.
Thank God.
Yeah. Because I got this dude, this Joe Clark looking dude. Hold up, y'all. This Chris.
The Cox Prater Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
Somebody just asked me a question. I don't brag like a lot of people on this show. Do me a favor.
God.
Do me a favor, Doug Smith. Go over there and ask at TSU. What about I've given? Yeah, I'm gonna let them tell you. Since you want to be slick, Doug Smith. Yes. How about that? Yeah. Go.
I got a question. Because somebody asked it on the feed.
What?
If Jackson State would have paid Deion more money, would he have stayed?
Mm-hmm.
You really think he would have stayed?
I think so.
So what I'm saying is why? So when I ask you a question, why do you think he left? Mm-hmm. It comes down to what?
Not being appreciated. He want to go ways he's celebrated, not ways he's just tolerated.
What do you mean people wouldn't appreciate him? They want.
First of all, hold on. Let me help you.
Wow.
Okay. First of all, there's a guy across the town who named Lane Kiffin, who Ole Miss gave an extension to.
Okay.
Deion didn't get a bonus for winning SWAC. He didn't get this. He didn't get that. No collective there that said, look, it was time for him to get an extension. No extension was offered. Nothing was happening. I'm just giving you facts since you asked me that. And since you asked me that question.
So do you realize what you're saying right now?
Nah, what I'm saying don't matter.
No, what I'm saying is.
Listen to me. Wait a minute. What you asking?
I just let you talk. Now I'm saying.
How in the hell you to let me talk?
I just let you talk a minute ago. Now let me talk.
Come on.
So what I'm saying is, you just talked about how black people should give money to HBCUs. And then what you do, you want to compare it to what Ole Miss is doing. And what I'm saying is, okay, now you're saying Ole Miss ponied up the dough. You're saying Jackson State did not take care of him. And I'm like, well, why didn't they? Maybe
Ask Jackson State.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, so what your point is...
Excuse me, Doug Smith. He been gone a month and a half before the announcement. Mr. Doug Smith, since you know so much, I'm going to get on you. He been gone a month and a half, but keep going. Talking about he been gone 2 weeks before.
Okay, so
month and a half.
My point is, you're saying Jackson State had an opportunity to match, if you've been gone a month and a half, and then the Colorado said, guys, they still got to raise the money, right? They don't even have the money to pay him. Is that true?
There you go.
What?
He said, we don't have the money now, but it's there.
Oh, I don't know what that means. We don't have the money now, but it's there. Okay.
Yeah. But guess what? He signed. So what? I'm
just saying, why did he leave?
You got to ask Deion that.
If they gave him more money, he would have stayed.
What?
Because you told me
at least you got to offer it.
You told me he didn't need the money.
I have never in my damn life said he didn't need the money. Hold up, stop. Hold up, Chris. Quit freaking putting that bull crap in my mouth. I ain't doing you like that. You know I didn't say it was about them. I'm around people who got a lot of money all the time. And they always tell me it's about the money. So that's a lie from the pit of hell. That's a lie from the pit of hell you just said. I ain't never said it ain't about the money.
Deion himself said it wasn't about money.
Well, you said I said it.
Well, you said that about certain people.
Yeah, no, I ain't said nothing. You're lying, sucker shit.
Whoa.
You're lying. You're lying.
I don't even want to say that because
you're lying, Chris.
He don't care what they're saying. He got all the money in the bank. He don't care what they're talking about. You've said that before. Come on, Hatter. Stop that. Stop that.
You said Deion said he don't care about money.
He said it ain't about the money.
You said he don't care about money.
I didn't say he don't care about money. He don't care about the money. I didn't say he ain't care about money.
So why did you think he left? Hold up. Why did you think he left?
The money. Come on, Hatter. I don't understand why we make it seem like this dude ain't human. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Stop making.
So if Jackson State had hold on, whoa. So Jackson State had enough money, they could have kept him. That's what you saying?
Nah, he wouldn't stay. He wouldn't stay.
So it's not about the money.
He would, because he
boy.
Because what I'm trying to tell you is Deion.
You did not, Chris. That's not good.
Deion has an ego.
Chris,
and that's okay.
That's terrible. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, did you hear? Hold on. You stopped me in my track. Oh, whoa. I'm not going to let you get out of this. You just said, I asked you a question. Why did he leave? It was about the money. So I said, if Jackson State had offered him the same amount, hell no, he ain't coming.
Ego.
Why?
You know why? Because I'm going to tell you why. Because what you're saying that he has to do, pushing that boulder up that hill, getting all those kids to say no to Alabama and all those places, what you think is possible. He knows that he has a better chance at doing it at Colorado. And then guess what's going to happen, Hatter? When he does it for a couple of times at Colorado, if he can do it, he's going to be with the 49ers because he has an ego. I don't understand why you can't understand it. He's a human being. Deion is not Deion if he don't leave. If Deion stays, he ain't Deion. Come on, man. And I ain't got a problem with
You've been listening to too many talk shows. I heard one of them talking heads say that crazy ass shit about him. Y'all don't know who Deion is. Who is Deion? Hold up. Who is Swag? Wait. Who is Deion? Who is Deion? No. Who is Deion? Give me. Who is he? Yeah, who is he?
A showman. He's a showman. He's a showman. That's what he is.
Hey, see, what you didn't get, your research, is two people that live inside that body. It's Deion Sanders in prime time. Which one you talking about right now?
I mean, I could be talking about both. I don't know him personally. I'm just telling you what the perception. That's all I can go by. Unless you know him personally, I don't know him personally. All I can go by.
I just said it's two guys living that body.
I don't have a problem with what Deion is doing. I don't understand why you get mad. Like, I don't have.
I ain't mad at you. I was talking about HBCU.
I'm just telling you that I called it that he was going to leave. And I keep telling he's going to leave Colorado too.
What? So you want a trophy? Jimmy, you got extra trophies over there. Jimmy, you got any extra trophies? Hold up. Jimmy, you got any extra trophies over there that somebody didn't pick up? Give him a medal. I called it. You didn't call it.
He wants to prove that he can do it at the highest level, and they should have gave him a chance, Hatter. And Jackson State.
Who should have gave him a chance?
The NFL and everybody else. In his mind,
he didn't have no experience. He was like Jeff Sanders. He ain't white. He ain't white.
Steve Kerr didn't have an experience.
They got the complexion for protection for collection.
Okay, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yes, it is.
That's why he's doing what he's doing, because he got to prove it. So he gonna keep leaving.
Okay.
I keep telling you that.
Okay.
He gonna keep leaving.
Well, it gonna come. Somebody.
How about this, Hatter? We need him to do it. See, that's what you don't understand. I'm on Deion's side. We need him to do it.
I'm on his side too. I was talking. Hold on. When he first came to university, I'm the one took all the heat. I've been taking heat ever since that man been at Florida State. You calling me what you call me? Man crush Monday.
That just mean you like him. That just mean you like him.
Coach,
I like Deion.
Coach, I really do like what this dude doing. So You telling me about, well, I said he was going to do this. Jimmy even said he was going to leave. Everybody said he was going to leave.
No. You said, all I'm telling you is, because I think we're agreeing to say, all I'm saying is we need, Henry, I've said this before, we need Penny to be successful. Because they believe that what we can't do, so somebody got to shatter that. Penny is a Hall.
So why you been hating on the man, Deion?
Who's hating on Penny?
I'm talking about Deion.
I'm not hating on
You've been hating on Penny secretly, but you hate on all coaches secretly.
I know that's a
secretly, you hate on all coaches, but that's all right.
I don't hate on Penny.
Okay, well, let's not call it hating. Let's call.
I don't hate on Penny. I'm critical of any. I'm a human being that has an opinion. So I'm not a cheerleader. Just like you say, I'm not a fan.
Hold on.
So if I'm gonna have an opinion, I'm gonna have an opinion.
So you like my man who said that a minute ago. He got an opinion. You like, wait, I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to find his name. He said, I got an opinion up there. I forgot his name. Whoever you are, you had an opinion. But back to you. But Chris, so what are you saying?
I'm on his side. I'm with you.
I ain't trying. Oh, Chris, I don't need you on my side.
It's not about whether you need on the side. I'm telling you my opinion. I'm telling you, I agree with you more than I'm against you.
Chris.
But what I don't like, here's what I don't like. And then you can say whatever you want. Here's what I don't like. I don't like that black people, because then this is crabs in the bucket stuff. Because Deion made a decision to leave. Because it's his own personal thing. And Deion, to a degree, is a victim of his own hype. He's a victim of his own hype. So then when people are critical of it, we start criticizing black people. Oh, they don't get money anyway. But if you don't buy black owned, you can't say nothing about Deion. If you don't live in a black neighborhood, you can't say nothing about Deion. Whoa.
It said, why are you saying? No. It said, why? If you're not doing this, why?
But two things can be true at the same time, Hatter. That can be true what you say and what we can be saying about Deion.
That analogy right there. Two things can be true at the same time.
Yes,
that's one of the worst analogies that they let y'all say. I hear all of y'all saying that in mainstream media. What the hell y'all mean? Two things can be true. Either one of them true or the other one ain't.
A team can play bad and the other team can play good defense. It's two things are true at the same time. One team play bad, the other team play good. Two things could be
one won and one lost. It ain't but one.
Okay, but I'm saying you can.
I don't want to hear that.
Play good defense.
I don't like that analogy.
Two things can be true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love it. I told you.
Here's my thing.
I'm
not jumping on black folks for something that's been habitual in our culture.
Yes, I am. Because I want them to do better. Some of them don't know. Some of them don't know what they're doing, Chris.
What's that?
Some of them don't know what they're doing.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm not saying you don't have fair points.
Jimmy, it's the shirt, Jimmy. I did it already. That shirt is a little. That shirt special you got on today. That's best I can get. Yeah, that shirt special. But
Jimmy, what's up, man? Listen, don't nobody care about the Astros, man. Don't nobody care about what Verlander. They started to show off with Mendon. Don't nobody care. Nobody don't care about the Astros.
Verlander don't care either.
If you really want to have a conversation, what we should be talking about is how to hanging out with them folks. I ain't gonna say their name, and they not preparing, and then they go losing double overtime to the Rockets. That's what we need to be talking.
I hung out with the coaches. I didn't hang out with them dumbass players.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't, man. I ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna jump. I ain't nowhere in the world I'm finna jump up in the air and throw the ball out of bounds the same way twice in a row. I don't understand it. It wasn't a great game to me. I love that Houston won. It wasn't a great game. It was a sloppy game. But guess what? Bobby Knight, I used to didn't. When I was younger, I loved Bobby Knight. Then when I became aware of him, I didn't like him. But one of his truths I've always thought about and I always think about, he said, being dumb in basketball loses more games than being smart wins. In other words, you're going to go through in a game, more people going to make crazy dumb plays to add up to you losing than making a lot of smart plays to add up to you winning. And I'll never forget that. And that's what happened in the game last night. But hey, I'm glad the Rockets trying to mess themselves out of the first pick. Come on, man. Come on now. Don't mess it off, Rockets. Come on.
I mean, they still in the lottery. I mean,
I understand, but get yourself in a position where you can win. Don't mess that up too. But it was a good win. Love Jalen Green. Jalen Green, the guy who I told y'all the few guys I love to watching this league is Jalen Green, John Morant, and that man-child Zion Williams. If I had to pay to go watch somebody play, it's those three. So,
yeah. What about LeBron? You wouldn't pay to see LeBron?
I wouldn't pay $2 a cent.
Wow, this guy. Well, you something else, man. You something else, boy.
I wouldn't pay to see him because I done seen him a million times. I'm talking about the new guy.
Well, say that then. Say that, okay?
Yeah.
Don't make it seem like you.
I don't have to pay no way, but I wouldn't.
Now say that again. Say that again. And then I'm gonna tell the story about.
They sent it to my phone.
What do I need? Can I tell a story about the seats? No, I can't tell a story. About where you don't sit no more.
Man, stop that, man. Stop that, man. I don't sit in the visiting seat show. I tell him because he gonna snitch. You know, the visiting team come to town. It was a time I said, okay, man. I get them seats, and they sit me up there in general population. Player. No, That's why it's good to have. Guess what? I'm gonna tell you who broke me of that. I never forget. I got to a game of shoot around early. Minnesota was playing Charlotte, and I was in Charlotte. And Kevin Garnett, he brought the lady down to the practice floor and said, look, now where my people sitting at? Where my people sitting at? I want to know 99.9% of the players don't care where your ass sitting at. Man, I'm going to leave you a ticket and you good. This dude, when I saw his care, if I tell a dude, if you leave me some tickets, I don't want the team in some tickets.
God, no.
Give me the tickets that you give your mama. That's what I tell them. They give me the tickets that I ain't sitting in the general population. I'm just sorry. I just don't like to sit up there. That's all.
Because you could be in the nosebleeds. I mean, it depends on. They have no obligation.
They put you in a nice seat, but it's in the corner behind.
They give you like a super nice seat.
No, yeah.
In college basketball, you're gonna sit right behind most times, behind the team.
Right.
But unless they have the parents, now the parents, they'll put you anywhere sometimes. They'll put you anywhere.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Oh, yeah, they'll put them parents anywhere.
Okay. In college? You mean in college?
Oh, yeah, they'll put them parents anywhere.
But I thought that was a special care because 30 years in this business, and I've never seen a player. And some players might do it, but I've never seen a player take that care and said, okay, where they sitting? Because he had different sets. He said,
oh, no question.
Yeah, he had different sets. Where they sitting? I said, okay.
Oh, so he had another reason why.
But he wanted to make sure they close. But he did have other reasons. Yeah. Of course.
DC, what's up, man? I'm tired of fighting with Hatter, man. I'm tired of fighting with Hatter this morning, man.
I mean, speaking of the Rockets, man, well, first of all, everybody to share the show. If you haven't done so right now on the Chop Shop, share the show to your timelines, share the show to your groups. Let's take a quick 5 seconds for everybody to share the show. I'm going to do it right along with you guys as we are on the back nine of the Chop Shop and take this thing all the way in to the top of the hour. I was looking at the box score in the Rockets game last night. First of all, I heard the pregame. I read about the pregame comments from Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers stated to the media that James Harden, this was his return from injury, would be playing basically on a restricted minute load last night. And I look at the box score after the game. James Harden played 38 minutes. He was 4 for 19 from the field. Chris, 4 for 19 from the field.
I'm going to use Hatter's words, terrible.
And guess what? If you think for a minute if that game had little meaning to James Harden, he wouldn't have played 38 minutes. And by, the thing is, Joel Embiid, 39 points in that win as well. So,
They lost.
People are so predictable. Boy,
in a loss.
these people are so predictable. Keep talking. You're so predictable. Come on.
Wait a minute. You don't think the game means something to James Harden?
Come on. Just keep talking.
It had to have meant something. He wouldn't have played 38 minutes. He
How
was
you know?
supposed to be on a minute
How
restriction.
you know?
What do you mean? I know. I'm quoting the coach said he was not going to play a lot.
Well, why did he play? Well, why did he play then?
It had to be because often on certain teams,
According to the coach, well, why did he play then?
in a players' league, there are certain teams when certain players can override a demand that I can go a little further. I can play a little more on certain teams and in certain situations. And in this right here, like I said, I mean, wasn't a do or die game for either the Rockets nor Philadelphia. It was just it's one of those games. Let me tell you something. For a basketball fan, a Houston Rocket fan, this game was compatible emotionally as the Houston Texans when Deshaun Watson came to town on Sunday. It had the same type of meaning. We know our team not better than your team, but we hope you stink. The guy that left us, or the guy that hurt your heart, and to some factor. And many people in Houston, James Harden was here for 9 years, and that's what he did at the end of the day to them. Left them, hurt their heart.
9 of 10 free throws. Since you're going.
Well, if you four for 19,
but you didn't mention it.
19 and you have
but I'm just saying you didn't mention that.
Where else you gonna get it from?
But it was easy not to mention that. You can mention the 7 turnover, but it was 9.
4 for 19 is 4 for 19.
Okay. No. You're so predictable. But keep going.
So with James Harden right
you're
now,
so predictable.
Free throws now. We're gonna start counting his free throws.
But I just sat there and look. You're counting every damn thing else.
4 for 19.
Yeah.
Stop
Okay.
right there.
You're counting that. So
And
let's
an
count.
L.
Hey, if you're gonna count, hold up.
Hey,
if you're gonna count.
You know what we call L back in the day? We call take you back to the old days on ABC Network. Right after Happy Days went off on TV. What show came on, Chris Walker? When Happy Days went off on 7:00 at night.
You leaving the Beaver? Well, what's wrong? No.
Laverne and Shirley.
If you gonna count.
Out of there.
That's all I'm saying. If you're going to count, just count. That's all. I mean, if you wasn't counting, I wouldn't have said nothing. But if you're going to count, Lori, count. If you're going to count, Freight, count. If you're going to count, Frack, that's all I'm saying. Keep counting. That's all I'm asking.
Hold on. And I love this. Since we
keep counting.
Understand something. It just didn't have value.
4 for 11, 3 for the 3 for 4 for 11 from the 3-point line. Keep counting. 4 rebound. Keep counting. That's all I'm saying. Keep counting. Hold up. A plus 4. Hold up. Keep counting. A plus 4.
How many turnovers he had?
7. Lori didn't put it on the screen. Had 7 assists, but he was a plus 4. All I'm asking you is to keep counting. That's all. Keep counting.
You so transparent, Hatter. It's amazing. You something else. Hatter.
Hey, till the wheels fall off.
You so predictable. You expect me to sit up. I just sit up. I was giving you a chance. I sit up there and just let you talk. And I said, so I get what I did. I just clicked on the thing, the box score. I said, because I ain't looked at him. I don't look at this mess. And then I looked back and said, yeah, I don't. I don't look. I look back and said, damn, he just omitting that. That's all. That's
Had
all.
a 4 for 19.
I just said keep counting. Yeah, 4-11 from 3. Missed about 5 or 6 little layups that he could have made.
That's called missing. Those are called
missing. Did he have
missing.
a good game to you?
Hell no, he didn't have a good game. I said it in the beginning of the show, but you wasn't here to hear it. I said that. He dribbled a bitch out of bounds on his foot twice. Yeah, yes, a horrible game. But all I asked you was, if you're going to count, keep counting. That's all. Keep counting.
By the way, P.J. Tucker played 42 minutes last night. P.J. Tucker finished with 3 punts. 3. That's it. In 42 minutes, P.J. Tucker did 6 rebounds for him. Of course, he always stays in foul trouble, but no turnovers, I guess. So you keep counting for P.J. Daniel House played 20 minutes last night. He finished with 4 punts. So Daniel House.
It was all out on the town last. They was at Bayou Bottle. Which one of them joints on Richmond they was at? They was at St. Gertner, Bayou Bottle. How do you know which ones? Which one they go to, Hatter?
No, man, you know.
13. They was at something last night. You know it too, Hatter. Stop.
They had to be there the night before. Because the game was last night.
So they didn't come in until that morning, though, or something, right? Because all the
Probably
Houston,
not.
all
Lil
the
Baby
dudes
was
played-
in town. You got to be
all
out
the-
your damn
There
mind.
you go. All the dudes that played in Houston were terrible.
Lil Baby was in town.
Well, he had a concert.
Because if they let these bums beat them, you're absolutely right. Because
That's
no
what I'm
way.
trying to tell you. They was hanging
Absolutely
out.
right. Yeah.
Let's talk about Trey. Hold up, man. For a second.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Oh my God, can we talk about that? I forgot to bring that up.
Well,
Trey,
tell
what's his name?
him what happened.
I mean, I only know. I didn't read it all. But
Well, why you
Hannah
want to
might
bring
know.
stuff up and you don't know what you're talking about? You always don't know
Because
nothing.
You were the one. 'Cause I was gonna bring it up to you.
You mentioned it to me.
And you said I gotta talk about that.
So,
That's
Chris,
unbelievable.
what
You
happened?
said,
Everybody
"Nope,
on
What
here don't
happened,
know.
Chris?
He just did not show up for the game. I've never heard of that in my life. Because of a miscommunication. He did not show up he literally did not go to the game, man. I don't think I've ever heard of that in my life.
This is the same kid now who got Lord
My
Pierce
life.
fired. Jimmy's homeboy, who Jimmy went to the funeral with, got him fired, got another black coach, but he decides he don't want to come to the game. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
That's unbelievable.
Now, hold on. I think I got something for y'all. Let me see that I do it. Was I smart enough to do it? Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. I need y'all to hear this.
Situation. I mean, we're all grown men here, and there's sometimes we don't always agree. And I mean, it's unfortunate that private situations and private conversations get out to the public, but I guess that's what the world we live in now. But I mean, I'll just focus on basketball and focus on helping my team win, and that's what I got to get to refocus it on.
But what's public was that you not at the game, so why weren't you there?
Man, it sound you was at me, bro.
I was curious. I mean, you're leader of this team.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for people who don't know the full situation to understand it. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's a private matter again, and it made public, which was unfortunate. And if it was stayed private, it probably wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But like I said, it's unfortunate. But my job and my goal is to win a championship, and that's all I focus on.
But you can see the perception, though, Trey. You are a leader of this team, and when you're not there to support your guys.
When you're an outside guy like you are, and you don't understand in a private matter, in a private situation, you should probably stay on the outside. And like I said, it's unfortunate that everybody has to understand and know a little bit of the details that went on inside. But I mean, inside here, we're all good. And I mean, you got any more questions about that, then you can talk to somebody else about it. That's all I got to say about it.
Again, I respect what you're saying about the private of the locker room, the private of the practice court. We're not here. I guess it's just a public thing of you not going to support your teammates when you're healthy about not going on the bench. So where's the disconnect there?
If I was healthy, I would have been playing.
But I mean, John was in a boot and he was still at the game.
Yeah, but you don't know the full story. Again,
So you're saying the reporter shouldn't have asked no more, Chris?
No. Because if I'm Trey, I'm like, hey man, I'm done answering your questions. Anybody else? You don't have to answer that question. I don't know what happened, right? And whether my personal opinion is that, dude, you should be at the game. Who knows what had happened? But the bottom line is to continue to let that dude, that's the same thing that happened with Kyrie. Continue to let that dude dominate the thing like that. Because, again, that dude, you got to realize, it's two things happening there. Trey Young is being, he's playing defense. The other dude is playing offense. If I'm Trey Young, I'm going to play offense. Hey, man, here's the deal. No more questions for you. If anybody else got any questions, hey, you know what? Go talk to Coach Nate if you want to talk about it. Anybody else? I mean, I would have cut that dude off so quick. Hey, man, I'm done. I gave you a couple questions. You don't like what I got to say. No problem. Next, well, you're the leader of the team. You're right, I'm a leader of the team. And I'm going to lead this conversation right now. Next conversation. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? If not, this interview's over. That's it.
And the thing is, well, I realize Trey is only about 4 years into this thing, and now he's on I'm talking about as far as being this. You are the focal point of this team.
He's eligible for his pension right now, but keep going.
That's 4
what?
years in.
He's eligible for his pension right now.
That comes after the third year. And the thing is with him right now is he turned in the middle of a press conference. You as the player, should never engage into a conversation with the media.
Just answer the question. There you go.
With a media person.
Right.
Just from my experience of being in it. You remember, it reminds me of this. Put it like this. This past weekend, right? My little cousin, her birthday party. Right? So we goes to a spot, a birthday party. And so, and she has a section. And she put a list of songs to the promoter to give to the DJ to play because it's her birthday. Now, so during the course of the night of the night, all of her songs ain't getting played. So she's pissed. That's a horrible DJ. And I know the DJ. I'm like, me and the DJ, we grew up together. So I'm like, and I explain that's my little cousin over there. Don't just don't even say nothing. Just let her vent. It's a birthday. That's the drink talking. We good. So at the end of the day, I calm her down and say, listen, man, it's the DJ. He's over with now. The night over with. What do you want him to do? So he explains to me, Jay Hicks. He's like, yo, it's a bar. They had 5, 10 sections in here. Everybody got requests. And I had to relay that to her. Then she calmed down. Your request is like everybody. It ain't just all you. So that's the thing that we look at in regard to that. I mean, it's.
I didn't understand.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
I don't even get that one, but I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pivot for you.
No, I'm talking about with Trey. No, I'm saying with Trey Young, meaning that you had a conversation with that one person.
You should have talked to the other recorders. Yeah.
So it wasn't just your party with him.
I got a question.
Because now you're going to not only you're not going to win whenever you battle someone who buys ink by the gallon. You're not going to win.
I got a question.
Jim,
I got a question. Was the media any way out of line?
You're just asking questions.
No, to some people, if you're a pro Trey Young, you're going to be like, lead a guy along. He kind of answered you already. But if you're pro media, you're like, good job, buddy. A little bit aggressive. And you could tell from Trey Young's from his response.
He said, "You're coming at me like
response." He says, "You've been going after me." So that means they have a pre-existing relationship, so to speak, already. Him and this guy, obviously.
It seemed like he said, and we can play it again. He seemed like he said, "You going at me, like you coming."
Yeah,
at
he
me.
said he was like he was. But and my thing is,
this,
if you're right, Hatter.
Uh-huh.
Here's the other thing. First of all, let's get something straight. That reporter knows more than we know. He knows a lot more. That's number one.
Absolutely.
Because you looked at it, he had a channel 2, which means he was a local dude.
Absolutely.
So that dude know probably stuff that happened with Lord Pierce and everything else, and he probably know what that matter was. That's number one.
Let me explain. Hey, Chris.
Hold up, Hatter. And guess who else knew he knew that, Hatter?
Who?
Trey Young he knows it too.
Chris.
Go on, Hatter.
The reason I wanted to interject here, because we're talking about a subject and a lot of people don't know about it because they're saying it on the feed. A lot of people don't know who, what, when, where, and how. So let me tell you something. It is the headline. Hawks Nate McMillan responds to reports of him telling Trey Young not to attend the game. That's false. Nate said, I did not tell him not to. So let's get that. So here's the story by Sam Quinn. He said, when Atlanta Hawks star Trey Young set out Friday's game against the Denver Nuggets, head coach Nate McMillan ascribed his absence to a miscommunication. Now, thanks to the report from the Atlantic, we have a better idea of what the miscommunication actually was. According to Shams and Sam Amick, Young skipped shoot-around on Friday to focus on getting treatment on his shoulder. He would then decide closer to game time whether or not he'll be able to play. This is apparently was not approved by Nate McMillan, who gave Young 2 options: come off the bench or don't attend the game at all. Young winded up choosing the latter. However, ahead of the Atlanta Hawks game Monday against Oklahoma City, McMillan denied he told Young not to attend the game. So it's some mess going on right here, y'all.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Look for Nate McMillan to get fired, y'all, soon.
It's, as Jimmy mentioned before, it's a players' league, man. And it happened to Lloyd Pierce. And guess who was Lloyd Pierce's assistant?
Nate McMillan.
Nate McMillan. So guess who Trey Young probably was behind when Lloyd Pierce got fired?
Nate. And now he cut Nate's nuts. Cut Nate's
clean off.
Cut his head off.
Clean off. Clean off. And
Tina
so,
said he don't have to answer the question, but they can ask.
I mean, that's their job. Their job. The media's job is to ask you questions. You know, and if you dumb enough to answer it, guess what? You just helped them.
Could you just say, "I'm just here because I don't want to get fined"?
You could, but here's the other thing. Sometimes they ask questions that they already know the answers to.
Yeah,
Coach, that man know what happened.
Oh, he definitely know what happened.
And Trey talking about you are outsider and all that. That dude gonna tap Trey. Trey can't get a lemon pepper from the strip club now without that man knowing.
And then another thing that's gonna come out of this is that it's funny as hell nowadays. You know, we see it happen all the time, and they say, well, there's supposed to be it was a private matter, and his concern channeled towards, you know, how did that even leak? You know, like really. How did that leak? Do they not understand?
Emi Udoka.
You're Trey Young, man.
Let me tell you something right now. It's just like, okay, the TMZ when their emergence from being, remember, there used to be a joke at one time. The National Enquirer and TMZ was right par as far as how the public perceived them when it came to factual or credible news stories. Now, think about this. Fast forward to 2022, TMZ scoops a lot of people with stories and nobody even go try to vet. They take it and they roll with it. Because why?
It's still tabloidish, show. It's still tabloidish. There's some truth to it, but they do a lot of paparazzi type stuff. I mean, they stalk you.
Yeah, they ain't all because I've found out a lot of times they be false. They be trying to get they be trying to be first. And they don't mind being wrong trying to be first.
Exactly. That's the other thing. They don't mind being
wrong.
They don't
mind being wrong. They don't care.
And the owner is an attorney, so he gonna one thing about it, he gonna go all the way to the chalk, go all the way to the out of bounds line without stepping on the chalk. And they gonna get where you won't be able to sue them on a regular for their disdain or misfactuals of reporting. But back to excuse me, in regarding to them in the TMZ thing and all that, right? It's just the leaks. The janitors in the building, they are on a limited, many custodians on a limited budget. They don't get paid the big bucks. Those are prime candidates. If I'm in mainstream media, I'm getting close to the janitor. I'm buying the janitor an extra box of donuts or something in the morning. I'm finding out where they go eat lunch at, where the janitors go.
Jimmy, you started at the bottom of the totem pole.
You don't have to go there.
That dude got to worry about the dude sitting next to him in the locker room. I'm trying to tell you.
Let me tell you something. So no, Jimmy just talking about you being able to reach that guy. Let me tell you something.
I understand that, but the dude in the locker room talking to the media too. Trust me on that.
Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely.
The coaches too.
Y'all got to realize, man, a lot of these guys, I told y'all need to take a trip. We need to take a field trip out to the Summer League. And you see a lot of these guys out there with them logos on. Yes, a lot of these group ass, they some group ass folks they sell. They just got a job at these particular places. I'm going to repeat.
Oh, Hattie, you talking about them people that's coaching the Summer League teams by 30
Summer League team. I'm talking about some of the executives, everybody who work. They be group, man. They human. They're fans.
Yeah.
So TMZ, they want to be. Everybody want to be important. TMZ want me to talk. Man, everybody. These folks got plugs everywhere, man. Every ain't nothing. Even the chef every team got a chef. Everybody come in the lunchroom, Jimmy. When you come to practice, you go in there and get you something to eat. Can you imagine what that chef hears in that room? I never forget. I told y'all the story. I went to
just like that's what I'm saying. I mentioned the janitor. I'm gonna tell you another thing. Limited to the janitors, chef.
But here's the other thing. It's like a barber. My brother a barber. You would be surprised who these people confide in, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell y'all,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
You would be surprised the people they tell their business to.
That's a good one. You're right. You're right.
You know, we're not talking about, I'm not saying they're not smart. I'm not saying that. But a lot of them don't trust a lot of people.
Right.
So their colleagues are the last persons they was actually talked to. They feel more comfortable talking to
somebody else.
Let me tell you something. Did y'all see The Last Dance? You see them dudes hanging around Jordan? Come on now. He had them old dudes around him. Them his homeboys.
Right.
Have y'all seen the new Shaq special?
No.
Shaq said the only person that can stop, remember that guy that said, Jerome, what his name is? He said, my mama and nobody else. The only person that can turn me down is Jerome. That's it. Nobody else could. So them dudes, I'm telling you, they got confidence. And guess what? And guess who know that? The media dudes know that.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing a secret, man.
I'm gonna tell you something so unique, man. And I found this odd. And I told y'all this, and I know it probably went over your head. I went to the Clippers practice facility. And one of the guys, I ain't gonna call his name, told me, and Sam didn't tell me, one of the guys told me, Robert, be careful what you say in this building. Everything is taped. He said, Steve Ballmer is what you call it, electronic whiz. Everything in this building, when you talk, it might be heard. I don't know what he meant, but I didn't say a damn word against nobody while I was in that building. I didn't know what the hell he meant, but he told me right there before I even started going out there messing around. I said, wow.
But think about that. You can't even first of all, also, let me tell you something what started happening in coaching. If you're a smart coach, anytime you have a conversation with a player or a player or parent, you always have another coach in the room. You'll never do it by yourself. That's what started to happen, because what happened is when you sitting there and think you having a mono conversation, is he said, she said. Yeah. When you bring that coach in there, it's 2 versus 1. Every single time. That coach is like a recorder, but he's also, you bringing in your lawyer. You bringing in a dude that's on your side. So you don't ever go in a meeting. Coaches, if they do it, hey, I'm giving you some advice. Do not have one-on-one meetings with your players by yourself. You have a coach in there with you. Because here's the other thing. Well, coach, what about privacy? What you think he going to do when you leave the office? He going to tell the coaches anyway. This is to protect the coach.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to tell you. And that's what coaches started doing. And I used to work for a dude. He said, oh, man, no. I don't do one-on-ones. I need you in here when I talk to this dude.
I think that's smart.
I'm telling you, that's what they do. They don't do it one-on-one. They don't happen anymore. You're not even, in this day and time, man, with social media, I have had people, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It will go in the meeting. You are not allowed to bring your phone to this meeting. If you bring them in there, they will record every word you say. It's just the world we live in now, man. You got to be in straight protection mode now, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, you got to be in straight protection mode, because people, it's just the way we are right now. And here's what I'll say about Trey Young and those athletes. I did the Carrie Champion show, and she made a point one time. She said athletes think they're reporters. That, they all got a show. And all I say is when these guys talk about private,
the new media.
And these guys want all the love and attention. They talk about their cars on social media. They don't wear the same thing twice. They fly in private. They're doing things for people. All of these things they're doing. And then when all of a sudden the criticism comes, because I understand how it is. When the criticism comes, maybe you're not playing good. When the criticisms come, maybe you made a bad decision. This is public life. This is public life. Absolutely. Dude, you're not running for office, but you might as well be.
Absolutely.
You're more popular than them. What you put out there, you will get back from the universe. Think about what I said about Deion. Here's something that we should be celebrating. Hatter sends me that, and I look at the comments, and they chopping his head off.
The fact was, I sent you something for you to listen to. You hold up. Our society. I'm glad you said that. Our society is so changed. You didn't even listen to what I sent you. You looked at the captions first.
Because I couldn't believe that was
Why?
No. I couldn't believe that there was so many comments because you know what I thought? I thought people were going to say, man, great job, great this. I'm happy for Deion. And the opposite happened.
Oh, dude, it's trending.
I couldn't believe it.
Oh.
I was like, hold on.
And it coming from people that look like y'all.
Look like you too. I'm just saying, I couldn't believe it. They were chopping his head off.
Coach, I laugh at it, man. Hold on.
Believe it.
I'm glad you said that, right?
I mean, I could not believe it.
Hold on, let me see. Somebody gave me. Hold up. What more? Hold up. What they said? Deion, hold up.
Man,
I ain't gonna give it. I ain't gonna give it to y'all.
It was the press conference that when he left Jackson State. They was going at his neck. I was like, hold on, man. The dude got a promotion.
But you know what's so funny?
I couldn't believe it. But I don't want to get back to the deal. But I mean,
Hey, Chris. If we don't talk about him, they ain't talking about him no more.
Yeah,
it's old news to them.
And speaking of Deion, because I got another topic I want to toss to both of y'all in just a second. It's really, really important.
Let's do it.
And it deserves attention. But first, we're going to Deion. I want to give he has hired Willie Taggart to his staff. Willie Taggart came over from Florida A&M, Florida, was it FAU? FIU?
They let him go. Yeah.
Florida
and also Sean Green has been added.
Lewis.
I'm sorry, Sean Lewis. It's Sean Green. Sean Lewis from Kent State. He was the head coach at Kent State, and he's now going to be the offensive coordinator for Colorado. So the Jackson State offensive coordinator is the one who is vying to become the next head coach. So he definitely, if JSU doesn't hire the current offensive coordinator, then probably in all likelihood Deion probably bring him on another capacity. But that's what we see right now. And this is very well possible for a Power 5 school. It's probably going to be historic at Colorado for the most African American that's going to be on the staff at a Power 5. You're probably going to see it at Colorado this year. And you know, people like now just
if they have the head coach, the D coordinator, and the O coordinator all black. I don't know.
No. The Kent State, the offensive coordinator, white.
I thought that dude was black too.
No, he white.
No, he's a half-breed. Sean a half-breed, your brother.
I thought he was black.
Yeah.
He's not black?
Sean a half-breed.
Kent State, is Kent State in the MAC?
Yes.
Yeah, Sean, he's a half-breed. I'm not mistaken.
I thought he was black, but anyway, though.
Hey, what they call in Louisiana? Geechee.
Is the Miami Dolphin coach black?
They got that asterisk. Yeah, he minority. Minority.
Get a picture
NFL
of
coach you're talking about. Now, also.
Thank you, Corey Willis. He is white.
Say white.
Yes. He ain't white.
I thought he was a half-breed.
Oh. Look it up, Chris.
I'm doing it right now.
Thank you, Corey. I saw his face, but I just didn't. He white. That mother don't look nothing like half-breed. That mother look.
Yeah, he
look like a wasp. White Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, I can't tell. Nah, he's white. He's definitely white.
Yeah, well, okay.
I mean, listen, if he half-breed, he the halfest breed I ever seen.
Man, white as hell, man. Get the hell out of here. Where you get Jimmy? Who told you that?
I thought he was black.
That dude white. That mother look like Matt Patricia.
They got some pictures out there of him that you have to close up. They got some photos out there.
No, Jimmy, Leave
like
that,
Bilal. He look
leave
like Bilal.
that narcotic, leave that damn, what's that
He
crown
look like
alone, nigga?
Bilal.
Huh?
He look like Bilal. That's what he look like.
No, that mother
Hey,
look like
Hatter,
no damn Bilal.
Hatter, I just sent you a picture, Hatter.
Somebody say he a half Caribbean maybe. Man, nobody want to hear no maybes. I bet you in the white folks meetings. I bet you that.
No, well, they're gonna need him there in Colorado. Hell, they're gonna need him in that meet. He gonna need him on
so back to your point. What was you saying, Chris? About
I was saying I still stand on it that it's possibility it's gonna be it probably could be historic with the most blacks on the staff. And you could tell, think about it. You had 3 coaches with him when he walked in on the video that went viral when he did the walkthrough on the Colorado campus. Those were 3 coaches right there that walked in that was along with him. And I
wonder what the connection is.
Hey, what's the proper term? Hey, Lance finna give us a history lesson. What is the proper term? Coach Jim, what is the proper term, Lance, since you want to give us an English lesson?
So, no, first of all, before that question, first of all, have you never heard that term before? Then proceed with your question. Because if you've never heard that term before, that means you obviously ain't from the South. But that term,
Jimmy, we got guys from all over the world now, so it's okay, Lance.
But now people want to be. Guess what? We understand nowadays. The stripper ain't called a stripper no more. They're called. There used to be
exotic dancers.
I mean, understand.
Exotic performers.
The maid became
domestic
house technician.
Domestic engineer.
The trash man became
sanitation engineer.
and tricking became
tricking still tricking. Ask Chris what I mean.
Oh man! And I understand.
Oh, guys, some people don't like that word. Okay.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, some people like
mulatto.
I don't like the word, but
all us mixed with some except Chris.
But that's what it was called. And you think about it. That's about as basic, it's about as fundamental as you can get to describing it. Half breed,
biracial.
Yeah, but that's two. That's understand.
I like. That's 2 words. That's 2 words. Half breed, biracial.
2 syllables. Two syllables. I understand that, but for anybody that's sensitive towards it,
Chris gonna send me the picture of the man. Man, somebody the man look like Bilal. Hey, yeah, boy, this man white as hell. What the hell is y'all talking about? That man white as hell. Chris, something wrong with y'all, man.
I just sent you the picture so you can put on the screen. They say if he's white or black.
Oh man, I'm done.
Now, pivoting on before we get ready.
What would you got to tell us, Jim?
Closing in is it's one of those stories that ain't gonna take a little energy.
What did happen?
Because Chris, you being a coach, and earlier this year, we had a situation in Texas where a high school team, a player, was on the way to the state tournament, had a gun, discharged, and it shot the little girl, the trainer on the team, the manager. Fast forward to now, in last month, remember the young man, Mike Peake, he played basketball in New Mexico State. And they were in town to play arch rival, New Mexico. That's a big rivalry in the state of New Mexico. That's like A&M playing the Longhorns in Texas. Yeah. That's like
Chris was up there. Chris was at New Mexico.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why I say the topic. That's why
you've been there before. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he coached there before. Now here's the deal.
Assistant coach.
This young man, I'm just following this because in case some of you guys have not been following this story, and it happens a lot, meaning the pre-current that drive these waves down the stream. Here's what happened. Young fella, they on the road, they're playing in this city, arch rival. Some young girl, she's 17 years old now, and she's a freshman in college. They meet somehow. She persuades or influences him to come over to the campus, to the dorm, to get some. Right? I'm paraphrasing according to the reports. And he gets over there, and she has a couple other guys that's going to jack him.
Jack, do harm to him
Yeah.
because of a previous
So they,
altercation.
and they actually start to they actually get
Wow.
physical, and they're jumping on him. Unbeknown to them, he has a pistol. He shoots and kills one of the young men, and it's it's in self-defense. That's the defense of the young man. And so now this happened last month. While the police was investigating, questioning, the team managed to go and get on the bus and leave to head back to
Las Cruces.
Yeah, whatever. It's the city. They head back. The police officer, the detective who was doing the investigation, decides, wait a minute, I need to talk to the coach. He talked to the coach. He talked to the kid, talked to the coach. Then he's in the midst of following up, one of the coaches hung up in his face, according to the detective. So that was a red flag. The police got in his car, said, let me go head this bus off. That's according to his report. Now, heads the bus off, searches the bus, find the gun allegedly in possession, possessed by the assistant coach, and wrapped up in a towel.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hold on, we know assistant coach at New Mexico State.
Yes, that's what started me at first. It wasn't him. I was scared. Like you said you felt sorry. Before I even started reading down, I'm looking through the thing. I go on the public search and I find the doggone statement, and it wasn't him. So they've released the name of the coach. His last name I want to say is I got to pull up his name. They released his name last night when I was looking through this stuff, but it wasn't our guy from Houston that we know that lived in Houston. Thank goodness. But now, Chris, I want to ask you, what makes assistant coach or coach period, first of all, go to that lengths? You're talking about a gun after a shooting has taken place by one of your players. Do coaches must coaches provide, when you tell a mama and daddy, I'm gonna treat him just like my own? Did that fall up under that umbrella? Would you do that for one of your players?
I mean, I don't. Hold on. So you're saying the coach knew what happened?
He had to. What do you mean? That's a small state, small area.
Hold on. So the coach knew that the kid discharged a firearm. The kid is on the bus, and the coach says, "Man, where's the gun?" And
No,
took the gun.
I'm not saying. I didn't say no. What he say, she say. I just gave you some points.
Well, how did the coach get the gun? How did the coach get the firearm?
So think about, okay, if the shooting took place at the other campus, the kid had to have came and met up with the team like immediately. You left the scene, you got with your coach.
So they gave the coach the gun.
And this happened before tip-off.
Yes.
So the kid left.
They were in town. I understand. So they caught them on the way
home.
No,
they were leaving
before the game.
Before the game.
The cop got him on the way back when they left.
This stuff is just now coming out. That's what I'm getting to also. It's just now coming out. Now, I want to ask you, you've been a head coach, Chris, head coach of Texas Tech men's basketball. Do you think the head coach knew that assistant coach had the gun?
Listen,
I mean, it's a stretch, but do you think?
I have been in very uncompromising situations where you have tried to hide things or you try to cover up things until you can get it figured out. Or you could put yourself, because we know, I don't want to say the guy's name, one of our own friends, Jimmy, at a certain school, tried to protect the kid who I'll be going to see tonight in Austin, who I'll be seeing tonight in New York, and he lost his job over it and been in the business for a long time. And you know what I'm talking about, Jimmy.
I know
So,
too.
and he was trying to protect him. Now, again, I don't know the connection to the kid. I don't know if the coach recruited him. I don't know if the coach knew what was going on. I don't know if the kid came to him and said, "This is what happened," and he said, "Where's the firearm? Give it to me right." I have no idea. I'm just shooting in the blind right now. Was he trying to protect him? The coach clearly didn't do it. So why does he have the firearm? And as you said before, when he hung the phone up abruptly, that made the cop become suspicious. Cop goes on the bus, and the firearm is on the bus, which is absolutely insane. We talked about this when it happened in Dallas, right? Is that something that happened in Dallas with the state tournament? You have a firearm on the bus. And the kid, by the way, because I read this, I think on the bottom line, was released from the team yesterday. I thought they let him go yesterday. They put him until further investigations. They let him go, or they told him he's off the team. Listen, man. When you're a coach, I mean, first of all, let's face it, man. Particularly what just happened at Virginia, we all got to be super sensitive about this topic, about people, discharging firearms, especially on the college campus, and killing people. That's absolutely, there's zero place for that. This is a different demographic because now we're involving the coach, and so you got to ask yourself, what was his mindset during this situation? Was it like, oh my God, I got to protect this kid? I damn sure hope it was, I got to cover this up. That is absolutely crazy, thinking that it would not point back to you at some point in time. So, I mean, I really can't say what he was doing. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if I'm trying to put myself in that situation. I'm on the bus. This is happening. The kid comes to me, "Coach, blah, 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 blah." And I say, the first thing I'm going to say is, "Dude, where's the gun?" That's the first thing I'm going to say to him. Where is the firearm? Give me that firearm right now. You think I'm going to let him stay on the bus with it? Jimmy, would you let him stay on the bus with it? Adam, would you let him stay on the bus with it?
That's what I'm saying.
So now you have it in your possession. Your intent is, I hope, is to say, and the other thing is for the head coach not to know, especially when y'all turning the car around, when the bus is because I remember that day it happened, when the bus is going back in the other direction. If I'm the head coach, I'm asking a million questions. I would think my assistant coach would alert me to what's going on. If it's that serious, I don't know what was going on in that situation. Jimmy must have been paused.
Jimmy froze up like, with his mouth open.
No,
Jimmy, you ain't froze up.
Right there he is.
You ain't froze up.
So I don't know. So I mean, so Hatter, what would you do? Hatter, you on the bus, kid come to you, this is happening, coach, and first thing you say is what? Get off the bus? You're not gonna tell him to get off the bus. What you gonna say, man? What's the gun?
Yeah.
He give you the gun. Then what you gonna do?
I'm not finna hang up on. I'm going to the authorities because I want to get this stuff right now.
I'm going right to the head coach. Hey man, just so you know,
that's authority. But
that's what's happening.
Oh, you talking about the assistant coach? If I'm the head coach,
in that instance, when you're right in that moment,
and
this is going on, I'm going right to the head coach. I'm like, yo, man, we got a problem.
Man,
I'm not gonna sit there myself and hold that thing and be like,
no, yeah, I'm gonna go to the head coach. Everybody gonna be complicit in it. I want the coach. Coach, it's the coach. The head coach is his ultimate responsibility. Then that gets it off me. As an assistant coach, that gets it off me. Coach, this dude got this pistol on him. What is this dude having a pistol on the bus?
I don't know, man. I mean, it was something that happened
prior. So,
but here's my thing. I said this before, like, what makes somebody think that you can discharge a firearm on a college campus?
Absolutely.
And no one's not going to find out.
With cameras everywhere.
But they're going to investigate.
Yes.
They're going to find out. What What has got you that mad? Let's speak to another thing.
And he
we could be
killed
talking
the
about
other
mental illness.
kid. I didn't know it was a
Dude.
fatal shooting.
Yes. Because we got to talk about mental illness, Hatter.
Oh,
That's
yes.
your thing,
Yeah.
right? Because the Virginia thing is also about supposedly, properly, maybe a mental illness issue. Stuff will probably come out later on.
Yeah.
But for a kid to discharge a firearm on campus,
It's more than that. For a kid to leave his team, you're on a road trip, and leave your team and get in an Uber to go get you a little piece of tail. On a road trip, that's something's got to be wrong with you. Think about what he did. You in the safety, in the care, the team brought you up there. You on a team you on a team sanctioned event, a trip. First of all, you got a gun, but you're gonna leave the hotel and go to the campus that you had an altercation.
they set him up supposedly though.
Yeah, but no.
He didn't know.
Yeah, but still, he done fought with them guys. They fought back during a football game. So that's why he come back with the pistol. That's why he had the pistol. Maybe, but he must have knew he was going to leave the campus. Why leave the camp? Why leave the hotel? Why leave the hotel?
Well, to your point, what you just said, he broke curfew possibly because he wanted to see the girl, not knowing that possibly the girl had set him up.
I know he didn't know, but you don't supposed to lead.
I mean, how do you could say
that? Professional players, okay.
Guys,
I ain't never heard of no college players doing it.
But hold up, Hatter.
I just have.
But it also speaks to that if, again, it's gonna come off the wrong way. So
I'm talking about you've been around. I haven't heard of a college player saying, Mr. Hatter, I'm finna go off campus.
No, I've heard of guys doing that. I've caught players doing that. I've caught players doing that stuff.
Okay.
Like, you got to realize curfew is a big deal in college sports. We check in them rooms every night. We double check in the rooms. We got somebody in the hallway. We take their cell phones from them. So that's what we should do. We take the phones from them. We take all their communication.
So he couldn't have got no damn Uber.
And people will be like, well, who they gonna talk to? Who they gonna talk to? What can they do at 3 a.m? It's nothing they can do. So knowing doesn't help you.
New Mexico State, we're talking about. New Mexico State.
So my thing is, there's no way. I mean, again, and then in saying that, if a kid is trying that hard to get off campus, do all that stuff, he shouldn't be there anyway.
That's the mental part I'm talking about. I'm saying, what is he doing? Can't he wait till he get back to college? I guess the power of that thing, though. I guess it's power. It's power. But man,
I mean, that's it's unfortunate.
Chris,
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Unbelievable, Chris Walker.
It's unfortunate. I mean, it's just unfortunate that this happened, and hopefully everything gets sorted out. Definitely, unfortunately, someone lost their life.
Yes.
I mean, like a young kid lost it, and that's my thing about these kids and anger and anger management and violence. Like, what is going on in our campuses that where there's hazing, right? Like, they have access to a firearm and then actually pull a trigger. I saw Curran Roach says the difference between discharging a firearm and killing somebody. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm actually trying to make them one and the same. Like, forget about. I'm not even getting to that point talking about killing somebody. I'm talking about the process of trying to actually acquire a gun. Like, you're in college and you're telling me your safety's being threatened while you're at college? You know?
Oh.
Like, what makes you think that you need to protect yourself?
I got the police report.
Okay.
The head coach told him to go get the gun. Hold on. White head coach and the black assistant. Hold on, man. Let me read this stuff to y'all. I'm finna read this stuff to y'all, man. Good God. Jimmy just sent it to me. He can't get back on. He was going to read it. Hold on. And he sending me text right in the middle of me trying to read it. He said, it's sad. Okay, here we go. Let me just read the report to y'all. since we here, Chris. Okay, because he got it to me and I got to read it small. Around 3:45 p.m., after the basketball team had left town and following a flurry of messages involving Hare, whoever he is, and the deputy athletic director, Brian Cartwright. Assistant coach Taylor met with an officer at the Doubletree Hotel and handed him the gun wrapped in a towel. Coach Taylor explained that Issa Muhammad, Marcellus Avery, and Anthony Roy told Coach Hare where the firearm was at. The officers wrote in the report, Coach Hare then called Coach Taylor and told him where the firearm was and to go get it. The gun, a Smith & Wesson, with 4 unspent bullets left in it, had been in a hotel room on the 2nd floor, but it's unclear from the report who was staying at that particular room. New Mexico State University declined to answer questions from the Journal about the story. We ain't going to comment on an active investigation, the athletic director said, and in the post game. So, police report.
So the coach did know then. Coach Hire knew then.
I know. Yeah, he know. He told the coach to go get it. Bad situation, coach. And I'm glad we're talking about it on this show. Because a lot of us got kids on college campuses.
Absolutely.
And maybe we need to talk to them about that. We got kids that's playing. We got kids that live there. We got kids that just normal students. I
mean, I never in my life, man, I coached for 20 plus years. And this goes to show you that maybe it's a sign of the times. And I've coached tough kids. I've coached kids that come from tough areas. I've coached kids that are gang members. Yes, I have. I've recruited kids that are gang members.
Me too.
I've never seen a gun. I've been in some of the worst neighborhoods that you would even imagine, from New York to California, around this country in recruiting. And I have never been in a situation where I felt threatened. I'm telling you, never been in a situation where God, I'm knock on wood, been in situations in Philly. I'm just telling you, I've been in the mud. And when I hear stuff like this, and I've had tough kids, man, I'm telling you, if you can't be in this business, now I'm not just saying black kids, and not be in some tough situations.
That's a good point.
Them rappers ain't the only one that come from tough backgrounds. Don't get it twisted. They all come from the same places. And so when I hear stuff like this, and I don't even want to know if I don't know if the kid's a gang member or if he's rich, poor, white, who knows? I don't know. But again, as you mentioned, when your son is on campus and you hear something like this,
it breaks your heart, man.
And here's the thing, you're so helpless. And as a coach, when you are charged with being a protector, the father, you got to realize these sales pitches, these spills. I'm going to be your dad away from home. I'm going to be, however you treated him is the way I'm going to treat him away from home. I'm the last line of defense before he becomes a man. I always say high school sports or high school basketball called boys basketball. And when they get to college, it's called men's basketball. And very few of them become a pro, right? But they got to be a man. They may not become a pro, but they damn sure got to become a man, right? And so when you hear stuff like this happening, you know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you this, and this is not a shot at Coach Hire or any other coach or any other staff. Spend time with your players. Know what's going on in their lives. I always tease parents about being helicopter parents. Always worry about what your kid is doing. When you one of them coaches, you better know what them kids is doing. Because now you got NIL, you got money, you got so much stuff around these kids that I didn't have to worry about when I was a coach. You got so many influences now around these kids that you need to know what's going on. You need to be in their business. You better know the girlfriend name. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a feel for what's going on, because ultimately you are responsible because you brought them there. You recruited them there. Know that. See, a lot of coaches, when they become head coaches, or when they get the kid on the team, you know the first thing they say is, I don't talk to mom and I know certain. I don't ever talk to mom and daddy. Don't call me. Do not call me about playing time. And most head coaches never talk to the parents anymore unless there's an issue or they at the game. And most times they trying to avoid them at the game, depending on how they play. So that relationship is broken. It's fractured. Because you know why, Adam? It's a lot of work. That's why. But that's also why you got about 10 damn coaches. You got to know what's going on in your program, man. Them dudes are bringing in millions of dollars. So there's millions of reasons to know what's going on at all times. You dig me? So some people may think, man, y'all like the CIA, this, that. Man, you better know what's going on, because all it takes is one bad situation. And the one thing you don't want to say is, man, I should have spent more time with that kid. I knew. Because here's the thing, Hatter. You know this. I've never been a parent, but I've been a coach, and you know this. You know when something wrong with one of your kids. You know it. It's not a surprise. Come on, man. Man, you know it in your soul. And I knew I should have asked him about that. Or I knew this dude was struggling, and I just didn't want to put the time. You know what I mean? Like, you always have an inkling. You just choose not to do something about it, wishing and hoping and praying that it will work itself out. And so I'm not casting any aspersions on Mexico State and all them people, whether they knew or didn't know. None of my business. I have no idea. All I'm saying is, as a coach, you know the ones that, okay, particularly academically, you know the kids academically that you got to keep a handle on. Because guess what? You know how you recruited them. You know the stuff you had to do to get them eligible, the stuff that they had to do. So when they get there, you know what? Man, we got to keep our finger on him. We got to make sure this one goes to class. We got to make sure you go to study hall. So if you know that academically, how can you know that, not know that mentally and socially? You should know that.
Great point.
You know what I'm saying? And then again, there's some that'll fool you. Don't get me wrong. I'll never forget this. And I'll let you go after this. There was a kid, I won't say his name and I won't say what school. Helicopter parents. All over him all the time. Overprotective, everything. Tracking him on his cell phone. Tracking him on his cell phone in college, everywhere he go. Got his location. Kid can't do nothing. And guess what that kid did? The very opposite. Every time they tried to squeeze him, he did something different. So it can work both ways, because they wanted to know everything he was doing. They want to know everywhere, every place he was at, right? And the coaching staff didn't realize. We knew it, right? We knew it. We were like, damn, why they on him like that? They need to let him grow up. Oh, my God.
But they knew him.
They knew him. They knew him. Last story I tell, I recruited this kid. I'm not going to say where he's from again. Mm-hmm. This kid, and I recruited the hell out of this kid. And knew his father, mother, the whole nine. What I did not know, because it's all about what you don't know, man, sometimes when you recruit these kids. You think you know so much, and sometimes you just want to get them. Man, comes to find out the kid was a kleptomaniac. I didn't know this. I mean, I'm recruiting this kid like crazy. Nobody says it. Everybody knows it. So guess what that means? I'm not asking the right questions. And I'm damn sure not talking to the right people. Because all I want to hear is what, Hatter? The positives. Come to find out, this kid saw his daddy drink battery acid and commit suicide. I didn't know that either. So fast forward, we had to get rid of the kid. The kid gets there, it's problems. And I'm telling you, more of these coaches got to spend more time with these kids. Ask the right questions. Don't be afraid to lose them because you're trying to get to know them. That's what happens in relationship. You're afraid to lose them so you won't get to know them. And then guess what you end up doing invariably anyway?
Lose them anyway.
Lose them anyway. Because it's too much pressure where they're going. Like you get Division I football and basketball at the highest level, it's pressure. So guess what pressure does to pipes, Hatter? Makes them bust.
Coach, it's kids in high school having pressure.
Tell you, man.
And parents, it's kids in high school having pressure. Thank God some of you parents got some good teachers and they understand the pressure that some of these kids have. Man, it's some kids, man, young, around here having pressure just from trying to be a great basketball player. In a big city like this, that when they rank you and everybody know about you, it's pressure in high school right now, Chris. I'm serious.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's social media. Again, we're a victim of our own circumstance. Some of the things, my mom used to always, or my grandfather said, the same thing that make you laugh,
make you cry.
The same thing that make you cry. So the same thing that people benefiting from is the same thing that's hurting people.
Boy, I didn't know this thing was going to turn like this today. This is amazing, man.
It's sad, man. It's happening. And listen, more people. You see what happened at Stanford. You see what happened at Stanford? The young lady that committed suicide. I think she was a soccer player, and the parents are suing Stanford. And come to find out that the girl, the young lady, received I don't know what they call it at Stanford, not a demerit, but she received a disciplinary type communication because she poured coffee or something on a player that was accused of sexual assault. And then so she got this communication for Stanford, and then she committed suicide.
Dude.
Man, and she was a star athlete, man.
Dude,
I'm telling you, we gotta get with these
I'm
kids.
just gonna hit this and go. When my son when we first went to Cornell, if you ever been up there, it's a hilly.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly where you're going.
They got these gorgeous.
Exactly where you're going.
So when I came there, they got nets around the gorges, and I was saying that nets that'll keep you from looking at the beautiful gorge. You used to just look at them, but the nets are there because kids, if they don't make the right grade at Cornell, they used to jump and kill themselves in the gorge because they make a B and was supposed to make an A. They're under so much pressure that parents spending $60,000, $70,000 a year for them to go there. Robert was telling me, he said, Dad, I never saw drugs in high school. Up here, I see every kind of drug in the world. He said they manufacturing drugs up here. But these kids are under so much pressure. And people tell me, man, that's why I say, man, but you got to talk to these kids now. And I know,
talk to them, man.
And it's a fine line because sometimes you got to be hard on them. But you got to love on them some too now. Some of you parents just hard. Man, he didn't play good this year. He didn't play good this. Man, he ain't nothing in the 9th grade.
You know what I tell parents all the time, man? When it comes down to stuff, and it's something that's not popular. I don't coach anymore, but it was my stance. Mm-hmm. It is your job to love your kid in spite of his BS, not mine. That's yours, right. And the reason why I tell them that, I say, listen, you got to love your kids. Yeah. Spoil your kid. It's not my job to tell you how much to spoil your child. He is yours. He is on loan to me.
Yeah. Let me coach him.
Again, and some of them are better. Some of us are better than others and loving on them.
Yeah.
And treat them the right way.
Yeah.
But guess what? I got 12 other ones I got to love too. But you got this one you got to love. It's your job to love him in spite of anything. It's not that coach's job. That coach's job is to do what, Hatter? Win. And the quicker you get that through your head, the better. And I'm not saying some aren't great at both. And again, when we talk about, somebody said something about Deion, a dude that played at that level, that's seen a whole lot of dudes fail trying to be like him. You got to understand something. I was going through some old pictures of Sports Illustrated. They got to understand who Deion was back in the day.
Cool.
Like, I don't think people understand. Forget about that Dallas Cowboys stuff. The dude played both sports. Y'all don't understand. Go watch the documentary on 30 for 30 on Deion.
Cool.
You got to understand who we're talking about. He is one of one
Coach,
in the world.
Coach, the man asked him, on 60 Minutes. Asked him on 60 Minutes. He said, would you ever want to coach professional sports? He said, no. He said, why? He said, man, because I'd probably be in jail. I said, why? Because I see so many of these guys at that level making all this money, but they are not serious about this game. This game, I love this game too much to let these guys go. This man talking about pros don't commit themselves. Once they get that little bread, he said, man, he had to fight one of them dudes. He said, because they don't, he talking about pros. He ain't talking about college now. So it's just unique, man. It's unique dilemma we have. But thank y'all so much. We out of here.
That was a great show, man.
Great. Oh my goodness, man. Y'all got me want to go. I got to go pray for some more of these young kids, cause
absolutely.
This was about, Chris. What this show is. This stuff is about community, man. Yeah, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna joke, we're gonna do all of that, but
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop.